everybody? Welcome back with the Purplatypus is the name, and welcome to the first Metaphor ReFantazio video that we are covering here on the channel. This is just going to be a first impressions kind of letting you know what I think about the game so far. So if we take a look at my save data here, I think I'm about 2 hours in, hour 45 minutes in. This is a first impressions, but right now this demo is out on Steam, so you can go play this for free. Your save data will carry over. There is 4 dungeons. There are... It sounds like it's a lot of content, but I want to give you my first impression after a couple hours here. So this game in the first 2 hours has blown me away. It has been so good so far. This game is more stylish than Persona 5. So this game has a lot of carryovers from the Persona series, as I believe like the main many members of the team were behind Persona 3 and Persona 4. I don't believe they worked on Persona 5. I could be wrong about that, but I believe they're behind Persona 3 and 4. But because of that, there are a lot of things that you're going to notice here. From an overall artistic style, there's definitely some, connections, but also the game just has so much style seeping from every inch. Every time you're looking at stuff, it just looks good. Now, I'll admit, I am looking at a mine right now. We're going to go show you some battles and stuff like that in a moment here. That will give you more. This is probably the worst spot that I could have shown you for how stylistic the game is, but it's where I'm at in the game right now. Other things you'll notice from like Persona-like things, there is a day-night cycle with like limited amounts of time. There are social links. They're all called something different though. You don't go to high school. This is basically a game, a War of Succession game, but so far the music has been fantastic. They even contextualized it. All the music we're hearing is actually within our character's head, cast by a spell that the pixie cast on us. There's no music in the game, and then the pixie's like, oh, here, let me cast you the spell. I know how much you like it. And it starts playing music, and that's where the game, they contextualize all the music we hear as a spell. Very fun. But the story's been fantastic. It's all set up right now, but it's engaging and interesting with cool characters. There's these fucking badass monsters, and it's honestly... Every aspect of the game has been a 10 out of 10 so far. Now, whether or not it keeps that, who knows? But let's actually get into a little bit. I don't know what's coming up next, but let's play for a couple minutes, and I'll keep talking about things that I really like, and I'll be able to explain the combat system, stuff like that. There's probably a bunch of shady miners in there, right? Will it be safe? Most of the game is voice acted, but not all these like side things are. That'll be in their best interest to cause the scene to risk the crown. Yeah. Let's move on. Let's go. Yeah, Grias agrees with me. So there's these giant evil monsters called humans. I love that. The game has a lot of racism in it. And I know it's going to sound weird, but for engaging storytelling, it's actually a good thing. Like when characters are prejudiced against your main character, it makes you, one, feel bad for the character, but it also gets you a little bit angry. And then it just kind of, it gets a lot of emotions into the story very, very early, very easily. So this is one of the best things about it. It is you could have like, have a real-time combat style system. Like you can go around and you can look at stuff and slash them. But this is mostly to handle weak enemies or to help you get an advantage on enemies. And if we take a look here, we can attack them and we can kill them because they are blue, which means that they are a lower level than us, basically. Oh, but you still take damage if they hit you. But we want to get through here, get the item. You can see it on the mini map there, unless I was covering it. I don't think so. I don't think I'm covering anything important here. So you could use this. This is basically your Batman sense, and it'll tell you if things are stronger or weaker than you. And if things are weaker than you, blue, then you can kill them on the open world very easily. If they're yellow, then you're pretty much going to use the open world to stun them before going into actual turn-based combat. And then if they're red, you probably avoid them. I don't know. I haven't run across red enemies yet. But we're coming up to this injured miner here. Let's take a look. So if we take a look and he's blue, then we already know we could lock on and get him. So it is kind of fun because a moment ago, we wouldn't have been able to handle these guys like this. So it is showing you your progression here, but also you do get, it seems like full combat experience, which is nice. I'll admit, this is a pretty uninteresting location. But I'm telling you, it was just on a high. I want to get into the actual combat, the main combat systems. So there are these things called archetypes, which I haven't fully been able to develop yet. But basically, they're personas. But there's 40 of them, and they level up and have more There's only 40 of them, but they are more in depth than an individual persona is. Persona has hundreds of personas, but they're all a little shallow. A lot of them are pretty similar in a lot of ways. These are going to be very, very like different styled characters with totally different like skills and passives and stuff like that. Let's go. Persona. But don't say that. We don't want it. I don't consider this a spoiler. Let's just enjoy. You got to rip it out of your chest.
No, I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory.
Oh, he's got evil. I mean, I assumed he would be strong.
The real world, little lordling.
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you.
Yeah. Fucking rip it. Oh my god. I don't know what you do to that.
My name is
Oh, yeah.
My home and my family were taken.
He ripped out a metal heart of his chest.
I'm the last of my noble bloodline.
He's about to start rapping.
In the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand.
Yeah. Man, what a stage presence. My guy didn't have that much stage presence when he went off. What you got?
Come, I will show you a world with honor.
Peril. All right, here we go. We go into an actual battle here. Are you you're not alone. Okay. So we've got the warrior here. He's got diagonal slash. Deals weak physical slash to one enemy. So you can kind of pick who you want. I bet if we target him, he's going to get protected because that seems like the lore. But I want to see it happen. It didn't actually. Okay. So we've actually got another character here. So igniters are basically how magic is used, but okay. Yeah, there we go. So it looks like, oh, sorry. Any reason to not do that? I guess you can. Cool. All right. You think we could just go straight for Kingler? You know what? Let's go for the soldiers. I feel like that's the way you're supposed to do this fight. Oh, we resist fire. Okay, our main boy is weak to fire, so it's very nice to have someone that's straight up resistant to it. Let's see if he's weak to wind. He is not. I wish that he wasn't there using my turn. It's all right, though. Ooh, good crit. All right, let's finish him off. Now you're all alone. All right, he is going to get 2 turns. We might want to stand in the back if our character's not already in the back. No, I want you to be up front. You're going to diagonal slash. You go in the back, you heal yourself. So you see you could switch positioning forward and back. And it looks like you can control your allies, but they basically need to awaken to their power first. So this guy is going down like no problem. He's got some darkness. I bet there's going to be another gimmick here. Do you? You better wake up to some super power, right? Gosh darn now. Okay, well, come on. You've got a dark aura. Ouch. All right, and we're still fine. Diagonal slash. Great hit. Cut him in half. That's a cool looking attack. I mean, it's just a normal attack, but I like it. Captain's uniform. Is he dead? Did we get him? All right, so you can see you level up your archetypes separately. I don't actually know if like I have my other guy become a seeker, if how that's actually going to work. You can see here I've been leveling up my luck to find more items. Is that dumb? Probably, but let me live my life.
I feel stronger already.
New skill. Oh, there we go. Taru Kaja. Increase one ally's attack for 3 turns. Oh, you can see new skills you're going to learn too. There we go. One enemy's repel physical skill. What an interesting, that sounds, the fact that enemies are going to have repel physical is going to be ridiculous. I love the main character in this game. It's just something about the art style and the way the voice lines are delivered, and they're kind of like mild and a little bit meek, but still like brave and strong. It's just, I love the performance of the main character, the protagonist. We are in the cool ass room. Can I pause this for a second? So I don't want to go any further and spoil stuff. This is kind of a velvet room. It's called the Academia, but just, I wanted to give a little bit of gameplay to kind of show what it's like so far. But really, I'm telling you, the first hour of the game is incredible. The second hour of the game is incredible. This third hour has been a lot of fun so far. I mean, I just passed the 2-hour mark. But I'm telling you guys, this game has been blowing me away so far. It's been so fun. It's been so good. And the demo, the progress carries over. I hope I get to the end of the demo and just like grind and just level shit up for fun. Probably not. This feels like a game with the timeline that you're not going to be able to grind like a normal JRPG. Like you're going to have with the, because there's like time progresses and there's time limits on things like a Persona game. It doesn't seem like you could freely grind. Even though in Persona you kind of can when you go into a dungeon, but you know what I mean. I haven't seen any enemies respawn yet in this game. But yeah, absolutely check this game out. Phenomenal so far. I'll start making guides and stuff once I actually get some knowledge. Best early game archetypes and stuff like that. Get these skills first. Don't do this, but one step at a time. Anyway, much love. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I'll see you on the flip-flops. Bye!
Turning on the screen.